Oh, yeah. Look at that. Surprise, son. I'm live. And just like the thumbnail said, I do know. I talked to Nick Diaz's coach. I talked to Cesar Gracie last night, and I got the skinny on all the Nick Diaz stuff. I just wasn't allowed to talk about it until after the fights, or, till the pay-per-views have been bought, etc. What's up, everybody? Dude, all those fights have been bananas so far, man. Bananas. What's so we'll let some people get on, and then I'll tell you guys the skinny on Nick, because I talked to Cesar for 40 minutes last night. I got the whole deal. Dude, I think Jessica Andrade is gonna win this. This is a great matchup for her. Yeah, that fight, dude, the Marlon Moraes fight was bananas. I've been watching, but I've been watching on this thing, like I have this new big ass iPad. No, it's not bad news. I found out why. I found out about the sparring video. I found out about why they bumped it to 85. All that stuff. I'll tell you guys in a second. Let's just let everybody get on, and I'll fill you in. Dude, that guy's chin is absolutely insane. There's like how does he survive that, dude? Ooh, dude, seriously, pound for pound power. Oh, Damon, thank you so much, man. Dude, pound for pound, like power, like Jessica Andrade, there has no equal at all. Oh, you saw that, Fraser? Yeah, Bisping did shout me out. Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, you guys, so Michael Bisping was live, and I just, I just assume that most of these guys have seen some of my shit before. And so I super chatted him, and I was like, hey, Bisping, I went to my barber and I showed him a picture of your haircut, and I told him to give me the same one. So now you're the second best looking dude with that haircut. And he was like, he totally knew. Like, he was like, Jesse on fire. What's up, man? I knew he watched my videos, man. I knew it. He's a badass, dude. He is a fucking badass. His Tony Brown, how are you? Dude, I was actually supposed to be going to Tennessee tomorrow. I'm going to DC instead, though. I was supposed to be playing golf in Rob O'Neill's golf tournament, and but we got registered too late, and so now we're going to DC to hang out with. We're going to Arlington Cemetery and stuff. It's gonna be sick. No, I know. Yeah. Fraser, 100%. Of course they're watching, dude. It's like, that's the thing, is like, to me it was just obvious. Like, of all the people on earth, who are the ones who are most likely to be watching MMA commentary? You know what I mean? Like, of course, like, remember, like, when you were a high school athlete or a college athlete or whatever, like, even just like high school athletics, and there was like the high school sports focus, and you'd like watch the whole time just to see if they were going to show a glimpse of your fucking tiny little highlight. Like, of course these guys watch all this stuff, dude. You know what I mean? How do I know so many people? Yeah, I'm going to be live through the rest of the fights. That is an interesting question. So I wouldn't say, here's how I can answer that. I'll preface it like this. Basic skills that most people take for granted, I don't have. Like, I'm just like an absolute fundamental retard in a lot of different categories. But the only way that I've ever made up for it is I can basically create a relationship with anybody that I meet. Like, if I meet someone and I'm kind of like, it'd be cool if this guy was my friend, 9 out of 10 times we'll end up like having each other's number and then texting the following week, and we'll just be buddies. And so, like, and then like if you think about like any kind of circle, like people, once you know one person, then you know two, then you hang out with four of them, and then these. It just happens naturally. And to be perfectly honest with you, like when it comes to like this kind of stuff, like knowing, like Navy SEALs and fighters and shit, primarily, I mean, some of them I knew from other stuff, but most of them have come because I did the channel. It's like, dude, if you have even like a little bit of like a little bit of a following, like everyone's trying to build their following. And so like, you just reach out to me, you're like, hey dude, do you want to do a podcast together? God damn. She's a monster. It's too bad that Valentina Shevchenko is never, ever, ever going to lose. Renato, thank you very much. Greeting from Brazil. Have I tried the Brazilian food truck in Austin? No, I haven't yet, dude. I haven't. How good is it? How is that? Yeah, Assassin, my call. Yeah, she's good. She's actually in the other room. She is. Wait, can you guys hear that? Is that too loud? Should probably turn that down. I know I get banged for that. Zanny619, are you from San Diego, my man? I don't think Jesse has told anyone this before. He's out of the gym. Yep. But let me just follow that up with every time. Like when I say, I'm not just saying it. When I say I'm an actual retard when it comes to others, like it would boggle your fucking mind. If you're like a regular person, like a regular human functioning individual, and then you watched how I manage some things in my life or don't, you would just be like, dude, he wasn't lying. Like this guy is an actual fucking retard. Gabrielle just happens to be exceptional at everything that I suck balls at. Dude, Andrade is an animal, dude. That was a shellacking. Dude, she just got, like, for a girl, 125-pound girl, she just hits harder than anyone, even in the stratosphere. Serious question. Are you in love with yourself? I wouldn't trade places with anybody. Uh, 20 Waller. Wait, 20 on Waller. No, I already bet. Dude, I already bet a ton on Waller because I did that to dampen the blow in case Nick lost. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. All right, so here's exactly, this is coming from Caesar. So, I mean, if anybody's going to know, it's him. So first of all, the sparring tape, Caesar said is not even Nick. Nick's like, he's like, dude, it's a tape of 235-pound fighters. And he's like, one of them kind of looks like Nick. He's like, that's not even Nick, dude. He's like, there's no footage of Nick getting knocked out in sparring. That's what Caesar said. And then he said that the reason why they did the 85 thing, this is actually super fucked up. So when Nick got suspended from in January of 2015 or whatever it was, and he took that 5-year suspension, he got fined $100,000, right? And he hadn't fought since then. And so that $100,000 fine, he got cracked for $25K of it at the time. He's had this $75,000 fine just hanging over his head this entire time. And so they were automatically going to take $75,000 out of his purse. And he was still trapped in his old contract. So apparently, like, when he got suspended, his old contract froze. So he had no ability to negotiate. Apparently I actually didn't really understand what Caesar, so I thought Caesar had said he was still fighting on his old contract, but then another one of my buddies who would know said that he heard that Nick signed a new deal. So I think maybe what Caesar was saying is like that Nick was trapped, because it was actually in the context of Nate only has 2 more fights and they're trying to fight out his contract so that they can go box and make enormous money. Hang on, I'll come back to that. It's like Tyler Duran, I don't want to lose this one. Thank you so much. Playing him flat every day. Great dude. Thank Nick Diaz all day. Thanks. Dude, you are very welcome, my friend. Thank you. So anyway, so Nick is getting cracked 75K. Caesar basically just said that amount of net money versus what he's going to bring in. He definitely does not have any pay-per-view points on this fight at all. None. And think about how many people are buying this fight specifically because he's fighting. He has no points. And so they went to the UFC and they were like, dude, what's up, man? Like, can you guys help us out with this thing? Or can you do whatever, like do something to dampen this fucking 75K that's coming out of his purse? And they just didn't help. And so, you know, Caesar's looking at Nick and he's like, why? And Caesar's straight up, he's like, it was my idea. He's like, why would I put my fighter through fucking cutting weight to 170 pounds to fight Robbie Lawler when there's no implications whatsoever? And it's pointless. They won't even help us with the fine. He's like, fuck it. He's like, he basically knew that they weren't going to push back, that they would let him do it. So he's just like, fuck it. He hasn't fought in 7 years. Why should I make him cut weight? So that is the whole deal. Renato, thank you so much, man. Thank you very much, dude. I definitely do have respect for everybody's point of view, unless you think that, man, I can't think of a joke fast enough right now. I was going to make a joke about someone's channel that sucks being good, but I actually don't think anybody's channel sucks. So, dude, I'll tell you this though. Like, if Nick wins, I said this to Caesar last night too. I was like, dude, if he wins, because right now you're not really in a strong position to negotiate because he's a huge question mark. Even though, I mean, dude, obviously he's still a huge draw, but after this fight, there's no way that they can deny it. And if he wins, then he could hold out or renegotiate because they'll be able to do a headline show around him. If he wins tonight, he'll be able to get a big payout. Assuming that the UFC doesn't just play complete hardball prick shit, which they could. You just have to negotiate quiet with them, dude. You just have to be really, really quiet. You thought Nate took care of it? I don't know. Caesar told me last night that he's getting cracked for 75 grand. If Nick wins, he's getting a title shot. You know what? That actually, I saw Dana say that was ridiculous or something like that. And that's another thing I said to Caesar. I was like, dude, and if Dana wouldn't have come out and specifically said it would be ridiculous for Nick to be fighting Kamaru, then that makes sense to cut to 170. But if they're just like, here's just a one-off and you're fighting, you know, Robbie Lawler. I mean, obviously he could have probably made that call earlier, but he was right. Like they were gonna accept the terms, of course. Caesar's been in the game for a long time, dude. He knows what these guys are gonna do. Does Nick Diaz seem to have CTE? He's like, I don't know. No. I just think like I was watching the Embedded today when the one where Joe Schilling is in his kitchen. And having been in that environment before where they have cameras, like I've been in that exact situation where they're filming like you and your buddies in a kitchen, you're all mic'd up and they're like, you know, just act normal. Like some people like can't do it, like literally can't do it. Like your buddy will start talking to you and you're like, why are you acting like that? It's like, it just breaks your brain. You could just see Nick was just like, I'm not going, like he just wouldn't even talk. He's like, I'm not going to just pretend like the cameras aren't here. He just, you know. And then so Joe Schilling was the one who was actually talking on the Embedded. Caesar is a Gracie. Nobody messed with them in Brazil, man. That is true. Dude, their school turned Giselle into a fucking killer. I love that place. Nick Diaz is one of the top 5 most screwed over fighters in history. Yeah, dude, I totally agree with that. That's what we were talking about last night too. There was something else Caesar was telling me that happened to Nick that was super fucked up, like from before he got suspended. It was like, I do remember actually. He said that like they had signed an agreement where he was going to fight, I believe he said GSP. I know he ended up fighting GSP, but he was supposed to fight him for $1 million. And then they ended up replacing him with BJ. I actually didn't look it up afterwards. And they just paid him like 70% less or something. Like they were just like, here, now you're fighting this guy and making 70% less than what we promised you. No, but Nick didn't get smashed in training. That's well, I mean, who knows? Like maybe it's possible Caesar didn't know, but that seems incredibly unlikely. But Caesar directly said that story. And look, I'm not like, I mean, I don't know what Josh Thompson saw. Like, I'm not calling him a liar or anything. I'm just saying Caesar said straight up that there is no video of Nick getting knocked out. Dude, Lawler was the first time these two guys fought, Lawler was literally like, you can't be a bigger fan of a fighter than I was of Robbie Lawler the first time these guys fought. But I'd never even heard of Nick Diaz then. That was early, man. There were so few fighters back then, dude. If you really like, if you remember what that was like, it was like, you know, Nick Diaz is fighting Tiki, and there's like 4 or 5 other guys that they could potentially fight. There was just so few guys because that was when they first started the weight classes. He's not going to scream Stockton walking in. Tony Bloss, thank you very much. No, I've never even been in the same room as Nick or Nate. All the guys that I hung out with have trained and hung out with them a million times, but I never have. Northern Grill, you saw that? That was pretty sick, dude. I did that super chat just to see. And wait, Sterling's out of his title fight? Dude, no joke though. When Bisping reacted that way, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty fucking stoked about that. I was very excited. He acted like I was like his college buddy that he didn't know was showing up to the party. You know, Renato, I'm suspect because I'm a Gracie blue belt. It may be whatever you want, but once you learn their way, you turn into something different once you're fighting. Yeah, I mean, dude, you know, there's a lot of different Gracie schools I've learned. I mean, everybody knows that, but like Caesar school specifically, like the belt, like they are very, very stringent with belting people up. I mean, like extraordinarily stringent. People move up real slow, and they're fucking. I mean, if they go up, they're extraordinarily good. And I'm talking like a stripe on a white belt. Like you fucking earn it at that school. Dude, on the Bisping thing, the only reason I did the super chat, I didn't even think about him calling me out. I just wanted to see his reaction. I wanted to validate whether or not he was watching the channel. That's the only reason I did it. I didn't even think about him like calling it out specifically. But in hindsight, now I'll fucking do that every time. Thank you very much, random person. Yeah, Alan. So Bisping was live a few hours ago, and I super chatted him something like where I made a joke about his hair, and he seriously, like he was like, Jesse on fire. Like he acted like I was like his college buddy that he was like pleasantly surprised, like showed up at the party. It was fucking awesome, dude. And then so afterwards, and then he told me he had watched the fight, or I'm sorry, the video I did about the street fight or whatever. And so I went back and watched that again, just imagining Bisping watching it. It's made it hilarious to watch, like imagining him watching it. Sterling can corner his teammate. He can't fight. Dude, wait, so that felt extraordinarily good. Yes. I was like, just like, especially not just because he like, you know, was all, hey, it's a great channel. It was just like how he reacted, where it was like, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Like just that, the way I do my channel is exactly that. Like I'm trying to make anyone who watches feel like we're just a bunch of people that are like a bunch of our like college buddies that are hanging out, laughing, like telling stories. That's my entire approach. That's all I'm doing is I literally just look at the camera and I pretend I'm talking to like my 5 best friends in a, you know, on Sunday morning after we got blitzed the night before, just laughing and telling stories. Patriot, that's how I knew that he was watching it. That's how I knew he was watching it, from that. But dude, his podcast with Lewis, he's so fucking funny, dude. Those guys, like, he's legit funny. But he needs another person to talk to be like, to be as funny as he can be. If like, I mean, he's good talking to the camera, but if he's got someone else to kind of fuck with, like to break their balls, he's so fucking funny, man. Lawler gets TKO'd in round 2. I mean, dude, look, if even a small percentage of the old Nick Diaz shows up, he is the nightmare matchup for this new Lawler. I mean, the worst possible matchup, because like now Lawler, he doesn't throw punches and you can just volume him. And Nick fucking, Nick would just volume people to death. It's a 5-round fight though, I think. I do have a little bit of John Jones intel, but it's not, and all it is just that no one's talked to him. Like I talked to one of my buddies who's in Albuquerque, like on his team or whatever. And he said, you know, like no one thinks it's like a big incident. Like everyone thinks it's probably just like some bullshit with a car, you know, like he was trying to drive maybe or something, whatever. But like, but he hasn't talked to anybody. He hasn't talked to any of his people yet. I mean, I'm sure he's talked to his attorney, but like the guys that are his friends don't know anything. Dude, I would do a fucking like a show with Bisping. That would be so fun, dude. Rosenstreich and Blades. Ooh, bro. Damn, if Blades thinks he's going to sit here and try to trade with Rosenstreich, that is a bad approach. That's the thing, dude. Sometimes these wrestlers, like, I've always said this, it's like a wrestler can start striking, and after a few years of focusing on it, they can start being proficient at striking and good enough to where they're like, okay, I'm going to strike with this guy. Where a person with very, very, very few exceptions who came up as like a kickboxer and then they start training wrestling and grappling and stuff, like it is so rare for them to all of a sudden be like, okay, I'm going to take this guy down and grapple with him. Like, except GSP. Like GSP is literally like the only example of that. Well, Blades is in side control, and he looks like he's probably going to make him tired. Smack. Dude, by the way, how good of a fight did Dan Hooker fight? That was such a boss. That was such a veteran fight. Like he fought that like a guy who knew he had to win, and he did such a good job of not, you know, making sure he got the win without looking like he was being a bitch about it. You know, like that was a great fight, like an absolutely perfectly executed tactical fight. My thoughts on cannabis and MMA fighters is they should be able to do whatever they want on that one. Yeah, GSP is in Nick's warm-up room because he's cornering the dude that Dan Hooker beat up. I mean, seriously, dude. Adam, you are very welcome, sir. But like, being in that situation, like being a guy who only a very recent time ago was like a contender, and then just like that, in 6 months, you've lost 2 fights and you're on the edge. That emotional roller coaster, like people who can come out and perform under those circumstances, I have so much respect for. Like Marlon Moraes is in that, and he almost won by knockout. But like a lot of times guys do not step up in that situation. And like Dan Hooker, that was an insanely high pressure fight, a super, super high pressure fight. And he went in with a game plan and he executed it. He didn't look scared, but he also didn't look like overly anxious. You know, like the perfect example was when Garbrandt spazzed out after. So when he lost to TJ twice, and then that next fight, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Where a guy was just at the top, and then they lose 2 in a row. They need to get that win back so bad that it'll control your decision making in there, like where you'll be overly anxious and spaz out or whatnot. Beyond, he is a G. There's something fake about Ortega. I can tell you exactly what it is, dude. I can tell you exactly what it is. Volkanovski and Ortega are fucking best friends. Like, I mean, you know, not like best friends, but those guys definitely get along behind the scenes. I was going to do a video about it, but I'm kind of trying not to do those videos anymore. Like when, if people are trying to sell a fight that they don't like each other, I'm trying to stay away from blowing them up, just because you just can't fool me with that stuff. And those two guys really like each other. And, you know, those two guys they're filming a movie. I mean, like, this is coming from someone who got married on a reality show where we literally completely like faked the entire thing. Anytime we'd be just hanging out laughing and the cameras come on and I'm yelling at her. The Nick rumor answered is that his coach, Cesar Gracie, said that the video that Josh Thompson was talking about was not Nick, that it was someone else in a headgear, and that they got confused. And also they got pissed at the UFC over a fine that he still has to pay from 5 years ago. And that's why they were like, fuck it, then we'll just do the fight at 185. But also Cesar, he just said, like, it makes no sense for him to make Diaz cut all that weight if there are no implications for the fight. Yeah, you can tell, dude, you know how you can tell, that like when guys are juking it is when it's unnatural, where they're like, as an example, like in like the weigh-in or whatever, and they're face to face and they're talking and it's like, I'm not scared. It's like, oh, I'm not scared. And you're looking, you're like, that's not what you would say if you were actually mad. Like, they're just looking at each other like, well, we got to put on a show. And in reality, I guarantee, dude, I'm telling you, those guys they shot The Ultimate Fighter together. Like, you have to understand that in a scenario like that, what you end up seeing on video, like, or in the show, represents like 0.5% maybe of the time that they spent together. Actually, probably like 0.05% of the time they spent together. So all you have to do is just kind of go, all right, we're on. All right, guys, we're shooting, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, you know, oh, what, dude? All I see, I just sense he's a baby, dude. He's a baby. And some people can do it really, really well. And some people, especially if they actually like the guy, it's hard for them to sell it, you know? But like, I know the other thing you guys are talking about, like Ortega, he did sound like he had a few kind of like canned like lines that he thought of in his head in advance, you know, where he's like, and I got my unorganized ass out here. But my buddy Jeff, my business partner, the Navy SEAL, I asked him, like when we were first hanging out, because he's a fucking Navy SEAL, and he's like he was, I'm not sure if he was like a purple belt or something. I don't know, but he was like super trained in all kinds of like combat prior to even going into the SEALs. And so I asked him, I was like, dude, who's the biggest badass you've ever trained with in any capacity, like military or, fighting, whatever. And he said it was Ortega. He said Brian Ortega is the biggest badass he's ever trained with or done anything with. I think he's got there. It's old school, but my buddy's on the exact total other side from Ortega. Like, so Ortega, like this right here is my business partner right there. My kids are asleep. My kids are asleep. Dude, I didn't forget about Josh Fabia. It just is like, if he doesn't do anything, like if he gives me nothing to work with, then at a certain point, it is fucking riding a dead horse. It's like the guy, he's got to do something, man. Like he could literally, like there could be a video of him, but like driving through In-N-Out, and I could do an entire video on the car he was driving. But there is nothing. Like there is literally nothing. Donnie Baynard, what's up, dog? What's up, Bruno? Oh, I know Fabia hasn't forgot about me. Would you? If you were Fabia and you saw videos I did, would you forget about me? Dude, it was hilarious. Well, I don't know about hilarious, but like when I did the Bonner videos, like when he, like the first thing about the hospital or whatever. And I said in the video, I was like, dude, anybody who knows him, like, I really can't help. I just didn't even, like, I kind of forgot, that he's with Fabia kind of. And then one of the guys from Extreme Couture hit me up and was like, here, dude, like, here's his phone number. Like, tell him that I sent you. And I was like, yeah, I don't think me hitting him up is going to be super well received, given that I did like 21 videos just fucking lighting up Fabia, Dude, I should change this thumbnail. I'm gonna have to keep telling the same story to all you guys. But the Nick Diaz rumor, it's not a rumor actually, is his coach. I talked to Cesar Gracie last night, and he said that the footage that Josh Thompson and them saw is not Nick. It's some 135-pound fighter that's in a headgear that looks like Nick, and it's not him. And then and they switched the fight to 85 because they were long story short, they were unhappy with the terms or the situation where Nick was still in trouble with the athletic board, and the UFC wasn't helping, and there's really nothing to gain from it being at 170. And so Cesar said that it was his idea. Fabio could sit on a lollipop and tell you what flavor it is. That's funny. Dude, if Nick wins, they should have him headline with Masvidal. That's what they should do. Do another BMF, but Nick and Masvidal. That would be, that fight would, if you're Masvidal, dude, if you're Masvidal and you have the option of fighting Colby or fighting Nick Diaz, I think the Nick Diaz fight does more buys. I think a Nick Diaz Masvidal might be the highest, the biggest potential out of any matchup that Masvidal would have, which is going to be big no matter what, just because of him. Masvidal's fighting Leon Edwards. I thought Leon Edwards said he won't fight. I heard that Leon was saying he's not fighting unless it's for the title. Let me check and see if that changed. Oh, George Masvidal versus Leon Edwards is next per Dana. Yeah, but look, let me tell you, if Leon says, okay, cool, I'll fight him, then you've got something. But the UFC making a statement like that, they do that specifically to try to push fighters into fights. You know, like guys that are, like guys that are in contract disputes, they'll just announce like, yeah, we're targeting, this one's next for those guys. And I know for a fact that they want Leon to fight Masvidal. I can't remember exactly how it was, but like there was actually something where Ali Abdelaziz, I can't remember exactly. I'm gonna do a shit job telling the story, but Ali Abdelaziz was actually trying to orchestrate getting. He doesn't manage either Masvidal or Leon, but there was something he was doing that was like he was trying to get them on the Madison Square Garden card. I can't remember exactly what he did, but it was like something where I was like, that's how you leverage collective or like having this many fighters. That's why him and the UFC have such a good, good relationship, because he can actually help drive outcomes that the UFC wants. MMA Junkie says Diaz is fighting 3 rounds. Really? I mean, let's see. Let's see. See, I thought that they said it was 5 rounds, but are you guys saying that they changed it like in the last couple days? As of July, it was a 5-round fight. Yeah, here you go. Bloody Elbow says it's 5 rounds. The non-title 5-round event, UFC 266. It's 5 because, even though they're not paying Nick any back end, he is the reason people are buying this card. I mean, like, I feel pretty confident stating this without it being, super exaggerated, that whenever the full numbers come out, that Nick will have personally driven at the very least like 40% of the buys. GSP, so the locker rooms back there they share them like fighters share. You don't share it with like the guy you're going to fight, but you'll have like there are multiple teams back there. GSP was there with the dude that Dan Hooker beat up. More rounds should give Nick an advantage, yes. Nick Diaz, the Diaz fight actually might be next, because they'll do the Diaz and Lawler fight before the title fights. Diego will be wrestling him. You could have sworn Ortega in the blood in, blood out. Dude, Ortega is definitely the second biggest star on the card, though. I mean, if Ortega wins the title, like if Ortega became the champion, he will drive pay-per-views. He's really popular. Thank you, Dave. Who do I think Nate's gonna fight next? Geez, Caesar fucking told me that last night, actually. No, he didn't. He told me that when Nate took the Edwards fight, that they also could have, like, it was either Edwards or Luque, and Caesar said that he thought that Nate should fight Luque. But dude, fucking Nate almost won the Leon fight at the end there too. Maybe, I can't remember if he said that he might fight Luque now. There is someone that they're split that Nate was gonna fight. I can't remember. Easy name dropping. We're talking about Nick and Nate Diaz, and I talked to their coach for 40 minutes last night. Is that relevant information or not? Luque just called out Nate. Then maybe maybe they were talking about. I know for 100% sure that Luke. It was between Luque and Edwards because back before the Leon Edwards fight, Caesar told me that at the school, like we were at his school, and he told me that he had suggested that he take Luque. But that Edwards fight, that was ballsy. That was an all or nothing fight because if Nate would have won that fight, he would have gotten a title shot. Because dude, the UFC wants to give him a title shot more than anything. He's top 3 biggest star in the sport. Blood sport or kickboxer? Ooh, that's a tough call, man. Oh, Jesus. Are you guys fucking serious? You're going to make me block you guys? Really? Am I wearing pants? You want to find out, bro? Bloodsport or kick? Yeah, my first instinct was Bloodsport, but man, I fucking like Kickboxer, dude. I guess if you're gonna take the whole movie, Bloodsport is obviously a better full movie, but Kickboxing pretty fucking good, dude. Tong Po, fucking glass shards on your this. He didn't know. Okay, so Seabrook, when Nate caught Edwards, Caesar told me this too. That actually think Caesar's wife told me that. But Nate couldn't see him out of his eye. That's what it was. It's like he couldn't see out of his left eye. So when he hit him, he didn't realize how hurt he was because he couldn't fucking see him. Just for like a second. Tong Po. Dude, we can do like a pop quiz game. Okay, so I'll name something that happened, and then all of you guys can give your answer to which movie it is. We'll see who the fucking real ones are. Okay, in which movie did the arch villain assault Van Damme's girlfriend right before they fought? Go. That's the first quiz question. Which one? Bloodsport or Kickboxer? Although I guess we're live, I probably can use the word rape. All right, we're getting a lot of questions. I'm shocked that this many people are getting it wrong. Wow. The answer is Kickboxer. Tong Po rapes his girl before they fight. All right. In which movie does the arch nemesis throw some kind of dust in his eyes that makes him blind during the last fight? Yeah. Let's see it, dude. Which one does he get blinded in the last fight? The answer is Bloodsport. Correct, guys. Correct. And this is fucking fun, actually, dude. All right, in which episode or in which movie? This will just expose you that you haven't seen the movies if you don't know this. In which movie does he have an American trucker friend that's also a fighter? Predator. Which restaurant did he get his soup peed in? I know that one. The answer was Bloodsport. Correct. Correct. I'm trying to think of what other like what were some of the other good Van Damme? I mean, those two are obviously the best Van Damme movies back then. But then there's like there's the one where they're twins. Hard Target. Time Cop is actually a good fucking movie. That's like a legitimately like good flick. Brokeback. I can say with 100% honesty that I have never watched a single millisecond of that movie. This is so crazy. This is the first the first Robbie and Nick fight. This was ages ago, dude. I watched this shit. I was in college. I was at Chico State at the Love Boat. I literally remember exactly where I was standing when he got knocked out. I was outside the apartment looking in through the window. The fights haven't started yet. Is what, my camera's blurry? Let me see. See if we can fix it, son. Better? It actually looks like it made it worse. Shit made it worse, son. Universal Soldier, dude, that's a fucking good one, man. That is a good one. Chico State is badass. Your son goes there too? Nice. I'll tell you a true story. How I ended up there was when I was 12 years old. My basketball coach was a senior in high school. And that was the year, the first time that Chico State won party school, like number one party school in the country in Playboy. And so my basketball coach told us he was going there the next year. And I went home to my dad and I was like, I'm going to Chico State. It's the number one party school in the country. And my dad was like, tell you what, you can go to college wherever you want, except Chico State. I'm not paying for that fucking school. And he may as well have tattooed Chico State for life on my chest that minute because I ended up going to Chico State. And if that doesn't tell you an enormous amount about my fucking personality, then I don't know what does, because that's a 100% true story. A live video of Gabrielle's gone. She's gone forever. No, but she's in Utah. Robbie Lawler coming out, looking good. I just honestly, I don't believe that you can get the fire back. Like once it's gone, I just don't think you can really like, I don't know. Who paid for my college? I got a full ride. My TV is, actually, I don't know how big this thing is. 75 or something. I helped you get off opiates. How? Just with the chat. That's good because they are the devil. The devil that you know, a very easy trap to fall into. There are a lot of chicas at Chico. 6th and Chestnut. I lived on 7th and Ivy. Well, I lived right across the street from Joe's on 5th Street. And then I moved to 7th and Ivy for the rest of the time I was there. Could I grow a business as big as MLF again? Oh, dude, I could build a much bigger business than MLF. MLF was one decision from being DraftKings. But yes, definitely. M. Cephas, thank you very much. They don't let us watch movies or go to college anymore in Canada. Yeah, I have heard they are pulling some pretty draconian shit over there, man. I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. My friend is Chico State, 07, an accident with a Nissan, lost his right arm, 80 feet. Damn. I know a lot of people that have crazy ass stories like that with Chico. Like people fell off a boat and got hit with a boat propeller and just random shit like that. See, Gabriel, if that's true, Gabriel, the key is just knowing it's going to suck balls for a while and you're not going to get a lot of enjoyment out of fucking anything. But it won't last forever. You'll figure out what you like soon. Dude, if the show, if Esquire Network wouldn't have gone out of business, I would have been famous years ago when the TV show went on. Oh my God, look at Nick. The thing is I never wanted to be famous. I just wanted MLF to blow up. That's the only reason that the show was important to me, was like to make the company blow up. Dude, Nick looks good to me. He looks ready to fight. That's right, Bilox. And it depends on what you were doing and for how long. The green screen looking luxurious. Yep. This is my actual house. Greg Schuster, who may be Eskimo Brothers. Maybe. Oh my God, look at Nick, dude. There's Caesar right there. Oh man, Caesar's jazzed, dude. And there's Nate too. Damn, he's got a big fucking team with him today. Let's fucking go. Dude, I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. Dude, I bet, no joke, 100% truth, I bet $250 on Robbie Lawler. Not because I think he's going to win, but just because I would be so fucking bummed if Nick lost. That was an amount of money where I was like, at least I could take solace in that, I won a little bit of money. But I will be fucking happy to lose that money if Nick wins. Gabapentin definitely does not knock out 80% of withdrawals. That is very inaccurate. Helps. How many porn stars did I stab with my sword? I have no idea. I don't know what I don't know what these girls did with their life after my tryst with them. Tim Tucker, thank you very much. I take kratom as well. Sorry that I sound like but I've got I got kids upstairs. That's why I'm not screaming. Come on, son. Ultram is tramadol. You'll get hooked on that just like any other opioid, except that it's shit and synthetic and gross. But you'll get spracked out on that just like anything else. Dude, I'm nervous, man. Dude. If he wins this fight, dude, if he fucking wins this fight, oh, he looks jacked, dude. You guys know that Nick, in the middle of his career, went 16-1, and the only loss was a bullshit cut to a guy that he demolished as soon as they ran it back. Green, I only do green Mengda or Bali for sleep. All right, let's go. What on earth? What the hell's going on, dude? There you go, Nick. There you go, Nick. That was a little shaky, that first couple, like 20 seconds there. Oh, Nick caught him. Dude, if Nick wins this fight, like, I think it's pretty clear. Like, Nick doesn't look like he was training. Jesus, man. Ooh, nice body shot. Nick just hit him with a huge body shot. Dude, if Robbie does that thing where he explodes in the first round and Nick is still standing in front of him in the middle of the second, he's going to be in fucking big trouble. Oh my God. Nick always just looks like he's just going to nap right through himself beating the fucking shit out of you. Oh my God. Dude, Nick looks good, man. All of a sudden. Oh, another body shot. That was a big one. Dude, Nick is making a miss. Ooh. Nick caught him again. Ooh, he caught him again. Dude. Let's go. Ooh, Robbie caught him with a good body shot. Ooh, Robbie caught him on the chin. Nick ate it, so apparently his chin's still there. Ooh, Robbie popped him there. Ooh, that's a good leg kick right there. Ooh, dude, fucking Nick was born to fight, man. Like, he's just born to do it. They're just so fucking awkward, dude. Like, how do you fight this dude? Like, how are you? He's so awkward. It seems like you should be able to fuck him up, but he just can't. He's just fucking on you, dude. Another body shot. Another body shot. He's beating Robbie's fucking body to death right now. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, Nick. Oh my God. Body shot again, dude. He keeps going upstairs. Keeps going upstairs and then just ripping the body. Ooh, that leg hurt. If Lawler's going to beat Nick, it's going to be on his legs. Dude, honestly, that first 20 seconds looked like this was going to be a fucking snuff film of like where Nick just came in for the fucking paycheck. And it was like, nope, never mind. This is fucking crazy, dude. Dude, they better fucking pay this man. He wins this fight. Ooh. That's how you fight, son. What a fucking round, dude. What a fucking round. Dude, look how fucking big Joe Schilling is. Jesus, I hope he's not mad about the videos I did about him. He's scary as fuck, man. He's fucking enormous, dude. How the hell was he making 170? He was fighting at 170, right? Oh, hi, Gabrielle. Look at you guys. The best looking girl in the world is in my chat right there, you guys. Hey, babe, Nick Diaz won the first round. Caesar's there. Caesar's in the corner. This fight is bananas, dude. If Nick wins tonight, I'm not just talking about Schilling being on roids. I'm telling you, he's fucking tall, dude. He looks like he's 6'4". Oh man. Nick just kicked Robbie straight in the body. Now he went upstairs, the kick. Now dude. Robbie is just going to stand in front and just bang with Nick, dude. And that might work and it might not. Ooh, Robbie's beating fucking Nick's body too. But Nick's just not, like, these guys aren't fucking human, man. Like, they just don't, they're the toughest dudes ever. Like, they are literally the toughest fucking guys ever. Oh shit, Robbie just hit him with a big, like a liver shot. Look at Nick just walking it off, dude. He knows he's hurt. He just needs a little breather. And he just hit Robbie with another body shot. This is insane. This is insane. I'm pretty sure that Nick just walked off a liver shot. I'm like actually serious. Like I think he got hit with a liver shot and just walked it off. Like, jeez. And this is a 5-round fight, dude. Come on. Like, these two guys literally are they're it's like, here, you guys, instead of an octagon, why don't you guys just stand in a phone booth and let's just fight from there. Oh, Robbie just caught Nick with a big shot. And Nick just shook it off. I'm just saying, like just imagine being in there and fighting against Nick like this. Like, his movements do not mirror anyone. How are you possibly going to prepare for this? It's like, there's just nothing textbook about anything he does except he rolls punches he's incredible. He sees shots coming. He's got pop on those shots too, dude. Those body shots are going to add up eventually. Man. Dude, Lawler is fucking out to bang tonight too. You know what I just realized? I got so caught up in the fact that fucking Nick Diaz is fighting. I literally forgot who he's fighting against. Like, I'm not joking. I fucking forgot. Think about Lawler versus Rory McDonald. I completely forgot. He's up against a fucking immovable object, dude. This fight is going to be, let's see who breaks. I mean, Lawler's thrown more punches in the first 2 rounds than I think he did in his last 3 fights combined. They've both landed triple figures. Did they just say he's landed 65% of his strikes? Or Lawler's landed 59% of his strikes? Diaz has landed 107 headshots on Robbie, and Robbie's landed 81 headshots on Diaz. Dude, Robbie thinks he's going to fucking beat Nick down on pace. Oh, Nick's talking to him. Nick's talking to him. Ooh, nice shot. Ooh, Robbie just hit him in the solar plex. That fucking hurt. Oh, Nick's hurt. Dude, he hit him right in the solar plex, and Nick walked it off. Nick's good with, dude, when he gets hurt and he needs a second, he'll just. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that did hurt. Oh. Dude, I want to see like some of those body shots Nick threw. Show, like, these guys are fucking animals, dude. These guys are animals. This is so rigged. Yeah. Super fucking rigged, dude. When I want to rig a fight, I'm like, hey, you guys, make sure you land at least 100 punches on the other guy's head. Actually, each of you land 100 punches on the other guy's head. These guys are going to set a record for the most punches landed combined ever. Wait, why have they got? Oh. Dude. Oh, Lawler caught him. Oh my God, Nick just fucking quit. What happened? He crushed his nose. Oh, he crushed his fucking nose. I've never seen that. What the fuck just happened? He just was like, no, I'm done. Oh, his nose is shattered, dude. Lawler shattered his nose. Ooh, that was a fucking great shot. Oh, and then he fucking blitzed his nose. He knocked him down. He knocked him down with a check right, and then when Nick was on the way down, he shattered his nose with that left. Fuck me. And you're telling me Nick is not going to get fucking back end on this? Nick doesn't get points on this fight? Fuck that, dude. Dude, anybody who watches my stuff consistently could say I have never, ever been critical of the UFC as it relates to fighter pay. That might change the more I learn about this shit. It is so fucked up, dude. That was crazy, though. He just was like, no, I'm done. Dude, Nick's nose is literally going to be vomiting blood for. I know. I didn't want that money, though, dude. I really didn't want that money. And I didn't win 250. I bet 250. So I won. Let's see. I think I won 150 on the $250 bet. The fuck? Oh, I still have pending bets also. Wait, what? Where are my open bets? How do I even work this fucking thing? Um. Oh, I know what I did. I bet on. I did a parlay of Jessica Andrade and Volkanovski. But the only reason I did that is because I knew Jessica Andrade was going to win for sure. And with Ortega and Volkanovski, it's the same thing as this. Like I'm hoping to fucking lose that. I'm hoping to lose. I'm hoping Ortega wins. But what the fuck? How do I? Okay, open bets. Yeah, Jessica Andrade and Alexander Volkanovski. That's my parlay. So if Volkanovski wins, I'll win some money. Yeah, Colby fought with a broken jaw, and then I mean, but Colby wanted to win. Man, you know, like Lawler one. You know, see, like sometimes there are fighters that I don't know. Let me think of how to structure this sentence. Like, we just want like you wish there's like something you could like give them, you know, because you can just see like how he looked to me right there was very similar to the latter part of Tyson's career. You know, and I was like in my early early 20s, but I could just see I was like, man, this guy like but Tyson's got an awesome life now. I don't know. I always get concerned about fighters who are, you know, a couple years away from the end of their career. It's like, man, because it does like it's so hard for some of these guys. Like I don't know if I've ever said this on the video before, but since I'm live, who gives a shit? Um, I think that what's his name? I think Matt Hughes put his own car on the tracks. I mean, I don't know that for sure, obviously, but I've always speculated that that was him trying to knock himself off. It's such a weird, you know, just fell asleep, parked his car on the train tracks. It's like when you have people like that like their entire life is built around competition, and then all of a sudden you're 40 years old and you have nothing. Like literally don't have any. Like you've never done anything except train and compete. Wait, Gabrielle, are you still on? Are you still on this live? Or are you texting me about? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I mean, like during his career, I wouldn't have bet on Matt Serra to be a guy that like I don't know that was one of those guys. But you just I don't know, man. If you've ever spent any time where you have nothing to do, like really nothing, and like and I know this from when I was building my company, and I went through this like many years of just like blind passion of like where like psychotically driven every single day. And then when it was over and there was like nothing going on, like I still remember like the sound of like the fan, like during the day when you had nothing to do, and the fan, or like gardeners, you know, like you hear like garden tools and you feel like you can't escape them because you have nothing else to do, you have nothing else to concentrate on. So like there's something about the sound of like garden tools that used to drive me fucking crazy, or like ceiling fans that would drive me absolutely fucking crazy. I always try to tell people that. It's like, dude, uh, there's not a huge difference between like people being retired and people being unemployed. That's why most people don't like if they do something and they retire, you know, when they're young, they almost always go back to work because like then, you know, you just realize like what the fuck, what am I supposed to do with my life? I mean, I wasn't in that situation, but Cheryl, thank you very much. Um, Nick versus Lawler 3. Nah, Nick and Lawler aren't fighting again. Nick versus Connor 3. I mean, Nick, I don't know what you do with him now. I mean, I don't know what you do with him. Because, like, it's like the main reason that he was going to have to come out and prove it at least the first time is just like so much time off. Like, you got to just make sure he's still got it, you know? And I mean, there are guys that you could put him up against that he would maybe do okay, but like, I don't know, man. You put him up against any of the killers and yeah, I don't know. That's exact, dude. Nick, if the UFC was gonna fucking genuinely do right by Nick, if they really, you know what? If they were gonna do right by Nick, what they should do, since he got so fucked and they know it, that's gonna be my video. Actually, I talk about this. My video is gonna be the UFC. If they're gonna do the right thing, they should release Nick from his contract. Just release him. Just outright release him. Like, this fucking guy, the career he had, and then how he got fucked 5-6 years of his life, not able to do anything. Fucking release him, dude. Let Nick Diaz go box one of these Paul guys and make $15 million. Like, just fucking let him go do it. You know, to hold him under after that fight, to hold him under contract after that fight is fucking wrong. Like, it's just fuck, because you know that money's there for him. He doesn't actually have value for the UFC, really. You know, like maybe a little bit, but definitely not enough for you to tie him up with the contract and keep him from potentially getting some security going into the next phase of his life that he won't have security for otherwise. Like, it's just fucking ethically wrong if they don't do that, in my opinion. Yeah, if Volkanovski wins, I win my parlay too, but I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't, because I like Ortega a lot. Because here's the other thing about the Nick thing, like, you know, it's like, wait, it's like, just because a fighter could do really well in, you know, like financially in a fight if the UFC let him out, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, you know, like with Francis as an example, like if it's like, dude, you know, Francis could make 15-20 million dollars for you know, for a fight with this boxer, that, like, that might make perfect sense for Francis and his team to do, but for the UFC to allow that to happen without fighting would be completely fucking crazy, because he can actually, you know, have an impact that would negatively affect the UFC's business by leaving. But Nick, that's not the case, dude. Holding Nick down doesn't even benefit the UFC. And there's nowhere, like Nick could be an excellent dance partner for the Paul brothers. Perfect. And he would make real money. It's not going to hurt the UFC at all. If they just, I mean, they just watched that fight. Like, he did, you know, he looked good, right? But he would have needed to win. Like, he would have needed to hold up and not, you know, and win. You know what I mean? They should fucking release him and let him go make that money. Get method vibes from me. Yeah. No, my wife's texting me. She's not on anymore. Oh, she just did. Yeah, I got to fly out tomorrow morning before Gabrielle gets back. She's pretty bummed out about that, but yeah, I don't know how you do it. Nick versus Evander, dude. No, Evander, I can't support him fighting. I told that story on the channel multiple times. Actually, if you go back to when I first started the channel, like, I don't know, 18 months ago. And when they were talking about doing the Tyson versus Holyfield one instead of what they ended up doing with Tyson and Roy Jones, I told the story. I met Evander and his son in 2016. I was like, you cannot clear that guy to fight, dude. Like, you cannot clear that guy to fight. His son was just, his son was telling us, like, dude, he can't remember anything. You know what I mean? It's like, kids came in the office doing, why were Nick and Robbie punching so slowly? That's what fucking Nick's, they always look like, dude. They always look like that. Did anyone hear him tell his corner he was done after the first and they just changed the subject? No, I didn't actually. Is that, he said that? Really? Dude, if this girl beats Valentina Shevchenko, it seems, I don't want to say, I actually am a huge Valentina fan. So, like, that would not be like an upset that I'm rooting for at all. I think Valentina is fucking awesome. She's like Demetrius Johnson, like, in terms of how well-rounded is she. She has no weaknesses, dude. If you have you don't have 2,000 on Diaz, you lost $2,000. Valentina is your favorite UFC fighter? Let me show you something, bro. Let me show you a little something on Valentina, dude. Dude, I literally think that Valentina might be a virgin because she just is like, I don't have time for men. I fight. And I highly doubt she's ever had like a really serious relationship. All she does is fight. Although, if you want to see a sexy picture of her, I can provide that. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Look at this fucking picture of Valentina, dude. Dude, she would whip your fucking ass, son. Wait, Darren Till called what? Oh, that she's a KGB agent? I'm sure she is. She's not really hiding the ball. Lauren Murphy, like, this is one of those things, like, she looks just crazy enough to like really believe this is her moment. She's all, yep. She's like, this is going to happen. And I've seen that look before in the last few times that an opponent was squared up with Amanda Nunes or Valentina Shevchenko. And then they find out it's like, there's not enough confidence in the world to overcome what you're up against. She's 21-3, and 2 of her losses are to Amanda Nunes. The first one, if it would have been a 5-round fight, she would have won. Her and Amanda fought, and Amanda, kind of barely won the first 2 rounds, but she did win them. And then in the 3rd round, she completely gassed out, and Valentina fucking mopped her. But then it was only a 3-round fight, so Amanda won. She easily could have said, like, if that fight goes 5 rounds, there's no question Valentina wins. And then the second time they fought, that decision could have easily gone either way. Easily could have gone either way. Should have been a fucking draw, maybe. The cool thing about Valentina though is like she's never gonna get bold. Like she loves this. Like she's not gonna get complacent. She loves smashing people. So like she loves being prepared and she loves smashing people. So like there's no risk of her just kind of like coming in not dialed in. Till versus Till's like a top 5 guy. Murphy has great jiu-jitsu, huh? She's got good footwork. She moves well. She's got actually really good footwork, actually, compared to. Listen, I'm not saying Valentina's not going to win, but I hadn't seen Murphy move yet. She's much better than I expected. She looks pretty quick. She got really good footwork. She checked that. She really super sly checked that kick. Oh man. Okay. Well, if that's your right cross, that's not going to hold up. Can't beat her with footwork. Murphy does move though. It's like she's got like the speed of like an elite female fighter though. Like some of them are just so fucking slow. And then there's this next level of speed that some women have. And she at least does move. She's going to get her fucking ass kicked though. You see how long people, like, especially against Valentina, like against like Amanda Nunes, it's like you see how long they can last before they feel her power. And then you just watch them go, holy shit. With Valentina, a lot of times you watch people get really frustrated, like where they come in all, I've got my game plan, I'm moving around. And then they just realize they're like, Jesus, there's no fucking holes in this girl's game. Like and God, she is throwing fucking bombs at Murphy. She didn't used to throw with that much heat on her shots either. Which means she's getting better, which is insane. Dude. Valentina is so fucking good, dude. I can't, dude. She's throwing so much more power on her cross than I've seen her do before, like this early in a fight. She normally focuses on speed and precision and she doesn't put that much heat on it. She's throwing bombs at her, dude. Dude, I would be so not ashamed at how easily she would fucking whip my ass. She's just never there. Like, you try to close distance. She's like, no. I will dictate when I'm in the zone where you can hit me. And the only time that's ever going to be is when I'm literally putting a fucking knuckle through your face. Ooh. She tried to like hand block that kick. And I think Shevchenko might have broken her left hand, like broken Murphy's left hand with that kick. Let's see if she's a little bit like ginger on that left hand, because she went to block it and she took a square fucking kick to her open palm. And it looked like it jolted her. Like she was just like, she just caught it, like she caught her hand just right to where she wasn't blocking it. It's like where she actually absorbed the impact of that kick into her hand. She throws that 1-2 to the low kick so well. Dude, I want to rewind it and see that kick that hit her in the left hand. See if I was imagining that. Oof. I don't think they're going to, I just don't think they'll do Nunes versus Shevchenko because they both cleared the divisions out so hard. There's no one there. Like it's more valuable to the company to have two dominant champions at two different weight classes than to potentially have one of them get starched and then you have no one at the other weight class. This is what Murphy needs to do, is just make it dirty. Dude, she's got to just get in close distance and try to grab a hold of her or something. Like, ooh. I've never seen Shevchenko tired. I've never seen her sloppy. I've never seen her make any major mistakes. Like her game is so tight. Like, oh, God, she's just like round kick to spinning back kick, just brutalize your body. Up, underhooks, almost. Oh, wow. She's so fucking strong, dude. Let's see Murphy's guard, though. She's a jiu-jitsu. Let's see. Only the champ fights earn pay-per-view on this card. That's true. She's so fucking dominant, man. Now she just smash her with his shoulder. I mean, you can literally just spend the rest of this round just demoralizing her from the top. Like, you don't need to do anything else. Just stick your shoulder in her face and fucking smash it through the canvas. Make it hard for her to breathe and just make her feel the utter hopelessness of her efforts. Oh. Yeah, she smashes from half guard, dude. You don't think Dana wants Nick leaving like that with nothing? Dana is better than that. I hope so. I mean, he did the right thing with Anderson Silva, dude. You know what? He did do the right thing. He 100% did the right thing with Anderson Silva. Yeah, but Nick did well, but he's. What are they going to do with him in the UFC, dude? You think they're going to give performance of the night to Nick when he waved off the end of the fight to the ref? I would literally bet you $100,000 million that he's not going to get performance of the night. Oh, live free. I was wondering if the Weasel did, if he did one of those on that fight. Nick Diaz versus Matt Brown, that'd be a good fight. I mean, dude, Nick looked solid he looked how he always looked, which was, I'm going to just slowly and methodically just keep pounding punches, and I'm going to be so fucking weird and herky-jerky, and eventually you're just going to break under it. But yeah, Murphy is going to have to do something reckless, although it's really easy to say that from out here. It's so funny. Like I always hear people say that actually, and I just laugh because it's like, yeah, you want to know what happens every time that you're in there and you do something reckless? They punch you directly in your face. You know, it's like the reason it's reckless, like it's not like, well, I tried something similar 8 times in a row, and every time I've run directly into a square shot. So, like, I mean, yeah, I can get reckless, but probably just going to get punched again. Oh, dude, Murphy is now her energy. This is desperation. Like now she's like, she looks to an untrained eye. She probably looks pretty similar to the first round. And to me, she looks very desperate. Like she's moving fast, but look at her energy. Like, look how anxious she is now. She's super frustrated. She's trying to convince herself that she still has a chance. Yeah. Nothing's worked. You know, you've been fighting for 12 minutes, 12 fucking minutes, and nothing has worked. You've seen no hope anywhere. You've gone to the well, every single thing that you've practiced, all the things that work in practice against other people, you've tried them all, and nothing fucking works. And then you're starting to tell yourself, like, okay, I just need to keep up with my game, and maybe she'll make a mistake. And then in the backyard, you're like, she hasn't made a single mistake yet, and she doesn't look tired at all. It's like, no, she'll make a mistake. It's just a fucking head game. And regardless of your head game, she's just too much better of a fighter than you. Like, there's just nothing you can do, dude. Oh. Yeah, I mean, seriously, think about how easily Andrade fucking mopped Cynthia Cavillo, and then go watch fucking Valentina's fight against her. Tell him to stop talking about 8 balls with John Jones getting busted. That's funny. Ooh, oh, her leg's compromised. You guys see that? She just gave it away. Her front leg is that thing is ready to crumble. She just barely gave it away after that last one. If Valentina kicks her 3 more times in that leg, she's done. In the front, in her left leg. But Valentina still won't throw. She won't throw a leg kick until it's there. Oh, there it is. That's one. Watch this. After she lands 2 more, I will bet you guys that Murphy's going to stumble. Like, she'll like legit like stumble to where everyone's going to know she's almost done on that leg. 2 more. God, she's just like left body kick, spinning back kick, fucking like, it's just endless, dude. Andrew, thank you very much. I think that liver shot hurt Nick too. I'm telling you, they're not talking about it on here, but you watch. Now, maybe because she gets to rest, I still think two more kicks to that leg, and she's gonna. I mean, maybe the fight won't end, but you're gonna see her very, very obviously stumble, and then they're gonna go, uh-oh. 2 more. Yeah. She's hurt, but she's also, I mean, now put yourself in her position. It's like when I was completely fresh, I couldn't do anything. And now the tendon behind my knee feels like it's on fire. And she's going to kick it again. She needs, Well, what are they supposed to say to her? I hate when fucking people say, well, what's the corner supposed to say? Like, hey, she's completely fucking dominating you. Like, yeah, she's whipping your ass. Valentina just needs, oh, she's tripped. See, the thing is, for Valentina to kick the leg that I'm talking about, she has to throw that combination because she's got to throw it with her front leg. So she's going to have to throw that 1-2, 1-2 to the leg. Or 1-2 up top, then kick the leg. Ooh. God, I want to see her kick the knee. I want to see if I'm right. She needs to kick the outside of Murphy's left leg. There it is. Look at how brittle her fucking leg is, dude. I told you guys. One more of those outside kicks to her left knee, and she's gonna buckle. Can't believe we have a whole other fight, man. Oh. Wow, Murphy did pretty good to survive that, actually. Jesus Christ, Shevchenko is a fucking killer, man. Murphy's got heart, dude. Murphy tried to grab an arm, and Valentina passed her guard instead. Oh my God, she's got her pinned and she's just pounding her body. Oh my God. She is just a brutalizer. Good God. She is so ruthless, dude. If she was Russian intelligence and I was Putin, I'd be so fucking stoked. She's unreal, dude. She's fucking unreal. She's never going to lose at 125, dude. Do I watch Dan Hardy's Roughhouse videos? No. So on the Holloway and Volkanovski fight, so in that fight, I bet on Holloway, big actually. I mean, not huge, but big enough that I was, I actually think that Volkanovski technically did win because I think Max Holloway very decisively won the first 2 rounds, but I think they were both 10-9. And then I think Volkanovski squeaked out 10-9 rounds in the following 3 rounds. So if the judging criteria was the total fight, no question Holloway won. But in the 10-9 must, I actually think Volkanovski won, but I'll tell you this. So going into that fight, so the way that Holloway always fights, or had always fought, is he fights at about 60% for the first 2.5 rounds of 5-round fights, because he can beat guys going 60. And then as soon as you hit halfway through the 3rd round, he turns it all the way on. And he did that against Volkanovski in the first fight, and it didn't work because Volkanovski has endless cardio. And so I said, going in, like, my breakdown for that next fight was, I was like, I bet you what's going to happen is Holloway is going to come out and he's going to go hard straight out of the gate and try to, and switch his normal approach, because it didn't work for the first time. And that's exactly what he did. And he beat the shit out of Volkanovski for the first 2 rounds, and then he got tired. So we'll see. I mean, I still think Holloway's the best 145-pound fighter. Dude, I really want to know if she's got a dude. Like, more than, I'm just really genuinely very curious. Like, let me see here. Masvidal really officially announced, though. That's the thing, is like, that's what's next. But Masvidal, without Leon Edwards, UFC already said that they wanted Leon to fight Masvidal. Unless you hear say, okay, yeah, I'll take that fight, then you don't know for sure. I mean, I think it's the fight they should make for sure. And I think Leon should take that fight, because I mean, look, if you're Leon Edwards and Kamaru beats Colby Covington, you're going to get the next title shot. So that actually doesn't really make any sense. They just want him to fight Masvidal again, because they want Masvidal to have an excuse to fight Colby in case Colby wins. And in the event that Kamaru wins, they want Leon to beat Masvidal to give him enough hype to potentially sell the pay-per-view with Kamaru. Because right now they know that if Colby wins, it's kind of hard to justify giving Masvidal a title shot coming off 2 losses. And if Kamaru wins, Leon Edwards doesn't have any hype at all, and the 2 of them together probably won't sell very many pay-per-views. So, like, that's why they want to do that fight. Nick Diaz has a hurt. That's not true. Caesar said that he should not cut the weight because there was no point. And they were pissed that UFC wasn't going to help him with his fine. Dude, are you sure that, Mike, are you sure that he said that? He said, I'm done after the first round? Dude, Nick, that's not true. Nick, like, so the shot, if you watch, so Robbie hit him with that check right hook, which is what put him down. But that left that he did went right across the bridge of his nose and just shattered his nose. I mean, like, that's the one. That's why his nose exploded, was because that one that he, so he hit him with the check right. And then when he was down, he came up with the left and he just clipped the bridge of his nose. And that's just. Usman fucking took his respect, man. There's Masvidal. There's Daniel Rodriguez right behind him. Ooh, a new Halloween movie. Sweet, bro. Sweet. The last one of these was actually pretty good. The 2018 Halloween. I'm not usually into like slasher movies, but that one was actually pretty fucking good. Yeah, Nick did absorb 100 significant strikes to the head, man. But it was that left hook that clipped the bridge of his nose, that shattered his nose at the end. She is, dude. She does speak every language. Nick was not injured last week of camp. That's not true. Unless Caesar's lying to me, which is not, doesn't seem likely. Oh, so Nick had a fine from the 2015 suspension that he's having to pay out of this purse, 75 grand. For something that's not even illegal anymore, for the weed. Want to watch a car wreck horror show? Watch Joe Biden speak. Thank you, Ryan Holiday. I mean, I don't know. I would say debunk. I would say that Caesar said that he didn't say he never got injured. What he said was that story that Josh Thompson told about seeing Nick get knocked out in practice was not true. That it was not that Josh Thompson was making it up, but that person in the video wasn't Nick. It was they were 235-pound fighters and they were wearing headgears and it looked like Nick and it wasn't Nick. Dude, yeah. It's one thing to learn like Spanish or French, at least like the structure of the language is similar if English is your first language. Like people go out and learn Mandarin or like Thai or something. I mean, that's so gangster, man. Yeah, it's from the 2015 charts. That's exactly right. I gotta take you guys with me real quick. I'm fucking starving, so. Dude, this fight is going to be. Oh, I have a hot take on this fight. Actually, no, we're in Texas. Thank you. So Volkanovski's body looks different to me. Like, and he got COVID, and he was out for a while. And the reason I think it might be notable is because Volkanovski used to weigh 220 pounds or some shit. And so his body was made up of muscle he had built that he had kind of refined down. And then he got COVID and he got super fucking sick and he looks different. And so I think what might've happened is he might've lost muscle mass and then now had to build it back up, which is, it may not matter, or maybe he just shaved his head and it makes him look sickly to me. But to me, his body looks a little bit different. And that was my hypothesis on why. Who do I have? So I bet on Volkanovski, but only because I really want Ortega to win. And so if Ortega wins, awesome. If Volkanovski wins, I win a couple $100. No, he did not. He came out to the purge. That's badass, dude. Okay, that's fucking badass. That I like. Oh, that reminds me. I was thinking of what movies I should download for the plane tomorrow. I'm gonna get The Forever Purge. I like the Purge movies, dude. The Purge movies are super underrated, man. All of them are awesome. Literally all of them are awesome. Oh, look at this. That's Adriano Moraes hitting me up. Speaking of fucking the best fighters in the world. Dude, I don't know if anybody, if you actually watch Adriano Moraes fight, he's the 135-pound champion in ONE FC who knocked out Demetrius Johnson. He's been the champ. He's like 32. He's been the champ since he was 25. If you actually watch him fight, tell me who at 135 in the UFC is going to beat him, dude. He's a fucking savage, dude. He's so good. Rich, I did see Bisping give me a shout out. He did it because I super chatted him. Like I super chatted him. That was a good moment. That was a good moment for sure. Joey, see, I've heard that from some people, like I know many people, many people who have gotten COVID and are completely fine. And then every once in a while, someone gets it and it just fucking lights them up. Like Hamza Chimaev or Cody Garbrandt got fucking nuked by COVID also. Bisping gave me a shout out on his live stream today, where if you go, actually, let me see if I'm not sure if it's like if his live stream is up or not, but it was right towards the end of his live stream. Speaking of Bisping, have you guys ever watched Michael Bisping, My Destiny, the documentary? Because if you haven't, that shit is so sick. Oh yeah, there it is, dude. Let me find this thing.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it was right before this.
Listen, that's why I did not expect that. New Zealand coming, but I'm not supposed to say anything yet. An incredible. I've changed. I'm going to things like that. I've got and Rahul. I mean, that would be something, India. Oh yeah, to my follow Jesse on Fire.
There it is.
My father. I've been like, do that. Oh, your video. I'm not supposed to say anything.
Here.
Keep that quiet. But Rahul, India. Oh yeah. Jesse on Fire. What's up, Jesse? I saw your video, by the way, buddy. Bisping, I may or may not have shown a pic of your haircut to my barber. I've been like, do that. So now you know you're the second best looking in the game with that haircut. Jesse on Fire. If you don't follow Jesse on Fire, give him a follow. He's got a great page and he breaks down some good stuff and he's got a lot of funny takes and whatnot. And Jesse, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a good moment. Not just because he knew about the channel, but just that like he's like laughing. He thinks I'm funny. I think he's fucking funny. So that is not surprising. Dude, that's crazy. I didn't realize that was going to be on. I thought like for some reason when I was thinking like it was on a live stream, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, it's too bad that I'm not going to be able to show anyone that. On the girl Gabby, her murder, that made my month, dude. But yeah, like so that Gabby thing, I think her fiance just killed her, right? Is there any like is there any indication that it's not the dude? Because like she disappeared and then she went on the he's on the run or whatever, right? He would be such a good neighbor, dude. He would be such a fun neighbor. You just be texting. You're like, what are you guys doing this weekend? Swimming. He's still missing. Yeah. Bisping though is at his best when he's got another person on with him. Like with Lewis, his show with Lewis, like he's so fucking clever, dude. When he's breaking Lewis's balls. He used her debit cards after. I mean, you know he did it. They think he killed other girls. Oh man, I gotta fucking look this up, huh? Yeah, I heard. I mean, I knew they went on a road trip and then he came back without, but like, I mean, of course he did it, but like, my favorite action movie of all time. Ooh, man. My favorite action movie of all time, Looper. Which is kind of action, but not really. But if you've never seen Looper, that is what you should be watching as soon as this is over. American Psycho is one of the best movies ever made. It's hard for me to pick like action movies because that's not like I like them. Dude, actually, you want to know what's a fucking great action movie? Is the most recent Rambo. Like the newest Rambo that just came out. So sick. It's so sick. A Terminator ripoff. Have you seen the movie? It's 100 times better than any of the Terminator movies. Oh, this is Gangs of New York, but it's not like a movie tattoo. It's about a guy who his character is built as a person who's so stringent about their principles that he cut his own eyeball out after he broke his principles. So it's not like, hey, give me the thing because this movie's sick. It's like, it's about a man willing to do anything for his principles, which also happens to be my favorite movie, though. Also, Rambo, the most recent Rambo, though. Like there were a couple stupid ones, and then the most recent one, it's about like drug cartels. They kidnapped this girl. It's so fucking sick, dude. It was like way better than I expected. Each of the 5 points is a fist, is a knuckle, and I can turn it into a fist, and I can turn it against you, Tammany Hall. Thank you, Zach. I liked There Will Be Blood. I didn't love it. I wanted to like it so bad, dude. Like I wanted to love it. It was one of those movies where I remember walking out and being like, that was amazing. And then like I thought about it, I was like, did I really love it? Like Daniel Day-Lewis was incredible, but like, you know, to someone who doesn't really understand what they're looking at or why you should care about Bill the Butcher as a character, the two characters would look similar. They're the fucking opposite of each other. Like the main character in There Will Be Blood is an empty. There's nothing to him except the desire to destroy other people. That's the only thing that drives him. It's not about money. It's just about hurting other people. He's a piece of shit. Bill the Butcher is not that. Peaky Blinders is excellent. I've abandoned my boy. No Country for Old Men, excellent movie. Goodfellas, excellent movie. Casino, Bronx Tale, Scarface, Godfather, all great. Did you know that I know Sammy the Bull? Sammy the Bull is my boy, and his son Gerard as well. The Tax Collector, is that good? I saw that, but didn't. Wait, nobody. I feel like I saw that. Hang on, I need to remember to rent and download the fucking Purge real quick though. That's because action is way less interesting than other movies. You want to know what is one of the most vicious sleeper movies ever is Gone Girl. Gone Girl is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. Oh man, they're gonna make me spend $20 on the fucking Forever Purge. Fuck that. I'm not spending $20 to rent it. Warrior with Tom Hardy is very good. You want a great Tom Hardy piece of content? Watch Taboo. The Equilibrium, Christian Bale, exceptional. What's up, Brian? Thank you very much. That is a very good movie. Ortega looks very relaxed. Ooh, that inside leg kick, if he's going to land that a lot, that's going to chew him up. Ooh. Wow, that fucking head kick came out of nowhere. I would have gotten caught with that right there. I can tell you that right now. That surprised me just watching it on television. Dude, Ortega's hair is fucking badass. Hey, Giselle. Are you still awake? Come here. What are you still doing up? Here, come here. Watch this fight. Say hi to people.
Hi.
I have no idea why she's awake. My wife's out of town, so, she has no parent apparently. The guy Ortega, who's got the braided hair, is a super high-level Gracie black belt. Ooh, Volk caught him over the top there. Volk is timing him pretty good. Man, dude, Volkanovski is just it's almost hard to describe the way he fights. He's just because he's actually pretty measured, but then he just puts it fucking on guys, dude. He's not really trying to blitzkrieg knock people out, but he's just it's just a consistent impact that's coming at you one way or the other. He's very, very accurate. He's small. He's fast. He's hard to hit, and he's gonna. I mean, Jesus, he's won fucking 19 straight fights or something. Ooh. See, now Ortega's getting frustrated already. The thing that's really crazy to think about with these guys is these guys like fucking Ortega and other guys, in sparring, they are, they're fucking guys up, dude. There's barely anyone that can hang with them. And so you get them in there with someone who all of a sudden is you just can't figure them out, and they're smashing you. It's what the hell's going on here? Because how are you supposed to prepare for the champion? There's a reason he's the best in the world. You're not going to just find a sparring partner that's going to be able to do what they do. The shorter guy is the champion. He's very, very good.
The one with the C right next to his name?
The one with the shaved head. Oh man, see, that's the thing about Volkanovski too. Is he's excellent at throwing kicks without getting countered. Ooh, that was a good counter right there, though. Maybe I should just keep saying that. He's great at throwing kicks without getting countered, and then Ortega lands. But yeah, he's so good at throwing kicks without getting countered that, like, oh, Ortega countered in there again. Ooh, nice shot from Ortega. Caught his leg and landed. Dude, that turned Ortega's way towards the last minute of that fight. I mean, Volkanovski fucking put it on him for the first 3.5, 4 minutes, but that's a weird cut. He must have just literally, like, his glove must have just completely grazed him. That's the only, and caught his skin. Because he didn't hit him solid right there, unless I completely missed it. Oh, that was a big shot he hit him with behind the ear. Oh. Where'd he cut his eye?
What happened to his face?
Which one?
That one.
Him?
Yeah.
He got punched in it a lot.
Yeah, that's why I never fight in UFC.
You don't have to fight in the UFC. You can just grapple if you want. It's not going to matter. If you ever had to fight someone in real life, you'd fucking twist them into a pretzel before they even thought to throw a punch. You just have to practice. You just have to practice the ability to get a hold of somebody.
Wait, what is featherweight mean?
145 pounds.
Is that not that heavy?
You know what 145 pounds is? I weigh 190. But these guys are much bigger than this in real life. They lose lots of weight to get there. They're actually probably only a little bit smaller than me. They're probably 170-ish. But yeah, what you need to practice is you have to practice the ability to take people down without pulling guard. Because if someone actually attacked you, your inability to get them to the ground would be the difference between you completely annihilating them and you could potentially even lose a fight, which is fucking crazy to think about, actually knowing how good you are. You have to be able to get the fight to the ground.
Is this the main fight?
Because you think about it, like, if someone attacked you, like, what?
Is this the main fight?
Yeah. When you fight Nogi, you just grab, like, I know, but what do you just grab a wrist and pull guard when you do it?
I'm trying to do.
Well, I know it's what you do.
It's what everyone does.
No, other people will shoot a double leg or a single or do a takedown and then fight from the top. Ooh, that's what Daddy does right there. I'll kick their fucking leg. Oh, wait, he wants to go to the ground with Ortega? That doesn't seem. Nice fucking kick. That's a good kick right there.
What's your last name?
Yes.
first name?
Ortega's first name is Brian, and Volkanovski is Alex. This is a dogfight, man.
What's that mean?
It just means they're bombing on each other. So you don't want to do Taekwondo anymore? You just want to do jits?
Mhm.
I want Ortega's hair, but I want to wear it like that all the time.
You can't. Okay, then grow your hair long. And to have more your hair.
Mommy can't do that, dude.
Yes, you can.
Mommy definitely does not know how to do that with anybody's fucking hair.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Volkanovski's leg is hurt, but he's
One leg was hurt was fine.
his left leg, the one that's forward, the one that because that's why he keeps switching stances. He doesn't want to get kicked in that leg again. See?
What happened to his ear?
Yes.
What happened?
It's a dogfight. In real life, those two guys really like each other.
So you don't want to be hurting each other? I don't want my hair like that.
You want your hair like that?
Except Dad would.
No, yeah, I 100% think we should do your hair like that before your next tournament.
No, I would not be able to do that.
No, I know. We'll take you to a place to get it done like that. You'll look like a savage.
But Dad would.
You'll win gold for sure if you do your hair like that.
It will be flying in my face like it was last time. His first name is Alexander. He never told me his name.
I said Alex.
No, he didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, he didn't.
This is on tape, dude. I can rewind it and show you. I definitely said his name was Alex. Let's go. Oh, man, this is only the third?
They get a lot longer rounds than we do.
They do. This is a championship fight, so it's 5-minute rounds.
How many rounds are there?
See Ortega, so Brian Ortega, the guy in the blue, he's trying when Volkanovski kicks his leg, he's trying to time it so he can land a straight punch to his face. But sometimes he's leaning too forward, so then he gets caught with a kick and gets kicked off balance.
Okay, I do not understand anything.
You see what? Okay, so see when Volkanovski, see the smaller guy when you see when he's kicking his legs and Ortega is leaning forward. It's because he's trying to counterpunch him when he kicks his leg or catch the kick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he just got clipped right there. See, catch the kick just like that.
What is the C of the two names?
Ortega's ranked second. The C means champion. Ooh, Ortega's hurt.
Yeah,
Gosh, man, when Volkanovski gets you hurt, he won't go away.
Why do they do jiu-jitsu?
Honestly, I think Volkanovski might have the most underrated cardio of anybody in the UFC. Like, he never slows down, man. He looks this. I mean, he is going the exact same speed right now as he was in the first round, and I've never seen him slow down even a little bit. He doesn't give you any freebies either. Like if he's in range, he's going to bang you. Gosh, man. Ooh. What's up, baby? I know. I got a flight to Washington, D.C. tomorrow.
What time?
My flight's 12:30.
When does mom come back here?
Mommy will be here at like 2:30.
Or
Oh my God! Oh my God! He got it! He got it! I told you, high-level black belt Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. He's out. Oh my God! He got out of it. Oh, and now he's even choking.
There's blood flying everywhere.
Did you see how fast he snatched his neck right there?
Yes, now you're screaming.
Oh, if he wasn't so bloody, he would have had him right there.
He's perfect. Ooh, yes.
And now he's gassed out, dude.
Which one?
Ortega, he held onto that as hard as he possibly could, as long as he could. Now he's done. That's the thing
Use your muscles, dude.
That's the thing about that kind of choke is like if you try for it and you go as hard as you can and the guy doesn't tap, you're done.
What happened to his face? Ooh.
Oh my God!
His legs are
He's got it. He's got it. Pull his head. Pull his head. If he wasn't so sweaty, dude.
He slipped. That's the thing I don't like about sweat. It's just disgusting. It's slippery. What's happening?
He's just trying to get through the end of this round.
Which one?
Ortega on the ground.
I know which one it's which I can read. Okay, yeah, which one run?
How did he get out of that triangle?
Okay. If he did.
He went all in on that choke, dude.
Bad idea. What kind of joke?
I thought Volkanovski was going to sleep on that mounted
joke was that?
the mounted guillotine.
I don't know how to do guillotine.
Oh yeah, you guys aren't allowed to do them, huh?
No, we are that. Well, that was it. Well, our bodies they are.
If someone shoots on you and they put their neck next to your body, you can just grab it and crank them.
I like his hair. He's very tall. He's very short.
That triangle was so close. It was like.
Is your nose broken? They did. Why is there so much blood everywhere? Can we clean it up afterwards? Dad.
What is this doctor doing?
The worst worst doctor of all time. Just pull back in his gun now.
Whew. Man, I've never been so stressed out about a fucking eyesight test.
He blind?
If he would have gotten that choke on him in the first round before they were super sweaty, that would have been over. That was so crazy how fast he grabbed his neck, though. That was fucking, I mean. Dude, that triangle attempt was like you, Giselle. In your tournament.
Mm-hmm. Which was very cool. And I did amazing. Right.
This has been one of the best cards I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah,
Like
I did amazing on that.
almost.
I did amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done a tournament? Will you do tournaments?
Ooh.
Did you hear what I said?
I don't know.
Do they have to wear that?
I mean, this is a mismatch in grappling, dude.
Yeah, do they have to wear these underwear pants?
Oh my God. This is a huge grappling mismatch.
Daddy,
What?
do they have to wear these underwear pants?
He needs to turn his butt. Ah. Ortega's jiu-jitsu is absolutely unreal. He's going to pivot off that. He's going to pivot off the fence and then try to grab something.
Or not. Is he doing that thing?
Oh my God, he almost just trapped him into another triangle.
Is he doing that thing I do where I just push it forward and I just push it back?
No, he is doing a thing where when the guy comes down, he pivots his hips so they
No,
fall
I'm
into it.
talking about the guy on top. He's pushing him forward. Folding him in half.
Oh, I don't know.
Do they clean up?
But you should be watching this, is watching how he traps him in that triangle.
I have a question. Do they clean
Look at. Oh,
I know that he does arm bars.
and then he almost tried an omoplata.
I know how people make problems from bottom.
I know.
Oh God. But that's why I don't want to be with you.
See, and what would you do right here in jiu-jitsu, Giselle? Grab his ankles and sweep him. But if you grab his ankles here, he's gonna punch you directly in your fucking face.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to go to UFC. So my face is perfect already. Let me go. Okay, have you ever had a really bloody face like that?
I mean, I've had a bloody face for sure, but I don't know about like that. Like he's definitely gotten punched in his face way more times than I ever have in one day.
It's,
When I was in college, I had to wear makeup to school for 2 weeks
why did you have to put makeup?
because my face was severely black. And so I learned how to put cover up on so that you couldn't tell.
You use man makeup?
Yeah.
Was it weird?
It would have been a lot weirder if I went to school with my face looking like I fought an entire football team, which is exactly what I had done.
Why did you fight a football team?
They attacked us.
You played football?
No, they weren't playing football at the time. Oh my God.
What? What happened?
He just like blew into the water. And Ortega is such a badass. Hey, who's gonna get performance of the night again? Nick Diaz, I think, is gonna have a hard time defending his position versus Brian Ortega here. I think.
Who's winning?
What a fucking fight, man! Ortega is such a badass, and so is Volkanovski.
Yeah, who's winning?
They need to stop the fight. What? Ortega almost finished it. Are you serious? Ortega almost fucking submitted him. Like, he's almost submitted him multiple times. Yeah, Alex has the best cardio. I want to make out.
The last round.
I want to see his EPO test.
What's that mean?
EPO is a drug that cheaters can take that makes it to where you never get tired. It's bullshit. It's cheating. It's really, really wrong for people to do it. I don't think he actually is doing it, but there have.
Get tired?
Yeah, you never get tired.
Me and Jen do not do that.
No, you don't.
We're already crazy enough.
Yeah, you're not going to need any performance enhancing drugs. Ooh, that was a good kick. So go to sleep.
No! No, not go to sleep.
Ooh.
Is it just me or is it hot?
It's hot. I mean, well, I have the oven on because I'm going to throw my food in there as soon as this fight's over, but I don't want to get up.
I am taking the people.
Dude, Olsen, I agree with that. And his jits is insane. And a boy. See, Volk knows he's got the decision, so he's trying not to take chances. But Ortega can knock anyone out with one of those. If he lands one of those kicks, dude. And Ortega is just sitting in there on those because he knows he's got to get a knockout. So he's just sitting in on. I'm starving. I will be as soon as this fight's over. Attaboy. Dude, Ortega's just walking him down. Ooh. Dude, Ortega is incredible that he's still upright and like banging like this. Do you understand how insanely good or how prepared you have to be able to still have this much energy this late in the fight?
Which one?
Both of them.
No, do you me or the
Everybody.
that counts me?
Ortega's got to go upstairs with that kick. This is like when Volkanovski finally slowed down just a little bit, and he still has tons of energy.
I have one now.
So remember what I said, you guys. In real life, these two guys are really good friends. Watch how they behave after this fight. Maybe they're not actually good friends. Maybe I was wrong. That energy was not as friendly as I expected it would have been. Ooh. I mean, that was so crazy, that move right there. And then see, that one wasn't really there until almost right there. It's like, wow. Well, that's a wrap. You guys, thank you everybody for hanging out. We're gonna hit the hay.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, Volkanovski one. All right, guys. See you guys later.